So Chris, I think today I want to tell them about why we don't boondock.
I think that's fair.
I mean, we have boondocked.
We have. Just a few times, though.
But we just don't.
We don't prefer it.
No.
No.
So, okay, so today are our, I guess, top 5 reasons why we don't boondock.
It's not for us. It's
No.
not for everybody.
No.
Hey guys, it's Andy and Kristen from Living Past Tomorrow, and today we are addressing why we don't boondock.
Yeah, now, so we have spent a year living in this RV. We have gone to 30 states, traveled, I think we're at about 7,500 miles in the motorhome. And so these are the top 5 reasons why we just don't like boondocking. Okay, so number 1 is power.
Oh, power's a big deal for us.
Yeah, so we are not set up on solar. We have not done any modifications to our 2011 Class C. So we have 2 kind of standard lead acid batteries. And we both work on laptops and basically are modern, digital nomads.
Yeah.
So it's, we would love to do solar. We just haven't. So for us, power is key.
Yeah, because solar can be expensive, especially when you have some considerations in mind when you are full-timing.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you just have to figure out what's going to work best for your situation. And for us, we use a lot of power.
So number 2 would be cell phone connectivity. Now, not saying you can't get cell phone connectivity while boondocking. We just haven't had good luck with it thus far. So for us, cell phone connectivity is how obviously we get to the internet through just about everything. So, and being working full-time, living in the RV full-time, that is like, I would say that is almost a higher priority than power, because I can kind of go 2 days without power, but I can't really work at all without connectivity. So connectivity is number 2.
So number 3 would be our tanks. Now, we are in a Class C, so our tanks are much smaller than those that you would find in bigger rigs, such as a 5th wheel or even a Class A. Even
the newer rigs, I think, are better set up for it. Yeah.
So we have about a 40-gallon freshwater tank, and that's it. So once it's gone, and we just cannot support that much.
Yeah.
On an average basis, we can get about 3 days out of our tanks. We have done that. We have tested it, but we can't get past that. So yes, we could boondock on 3 days, and we have before in just a couple of locations.
Yeah.
However, to boondock frequently, we would really need a bigger capacity tank supply.
Yeah.
In order to sustain the 4 of us with 2 adults and 2 kids.
Number 4 is location. So like I said in the beginning, we did a year basically long trip up through the Northeast, and we actually struggled finding boondocking locations. Most of the boondocking we've done so far is through Harvest Host, and you're typically only there for 24 hours, maybe 48 if they're a really nice host and they let you stay. So we haven't had that many really draw-dropping opportunities to boondock in places where it was 100% worth it. In the Northeast, everything is so close. There's just not that much BLM land. So we just haven't really had kind of a good location to where it was really worth it yet. Now, that being said, we're going out west this year. That will probably change, and we'll probably push ourselves, but that is why we have not really experienced boondocking so far for location.
And then, last but not least, number 5, it would really be our comfortability with it. We do get stressed when we are limited in supplies. Yes, you can load up your rig in order to prepare for those off-grid days. However, for us, it just boils down to comfort and being comfortable with where we are.
I look at it as we moved into this RV from a 3,000 square foot house, never really RVing as a family, but we knew it was something we wanted to do. And so we're taking kind of baby steps in exercising our comfort zones.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we truly believe life begins at the end of your comfort zone. So don't take us wrong. We push it a lot.
Life begins at the end of your comfort zone.
But at the same time, we don't want to put ourselves into danger or places we might get stuck. So we're just not quite comfortable with it yet. And I do think that's part of the reason why we haven't, we're going to go boondocking. But I also don't feel like we've missed anything yet.
No.
And I could go back to number 4 with the location aspect. But I don't feel like since we haven't or can't or don't want to boondock that we've been like, wow, we really missed that or couldn't go there or do. I mean, like, for example, when we were at the Great Sand Dunes, we only had power, and we were there for 3 days, and we're fine. Mm-hmm. So we actually filled up on water, so we can do a lot of it. And that was actually, it was a little outside of our comfort zone, but we did fine. Mm-hmm. I think that is now getting more and more into our comfort zone. We know easily we can do that again. So that's all part of it. So if you're not comfortable with boondocking, I think the story I wanted to get across today is, you don't have to. We've gone a year and we've done it like once at a harvest host. And actually, I think even then they plugged us in with an extension cord. So maybe that doesn't count. So you don't feel like with all of this pressure and everyone saying, oh, you've got to go boondocking. If that's something stressful, then just don't do it. Like, you don't have to do it. And we've been thrilled with our experience in most of the RV parks so far, and just enjoy traveling around. Now, that being said, I would love to challenge ourselves, I think, more this year to experience that, because that is really, truly when you get connected with nature, when you can just kind of walk out your door and you're the only ones there.
Yeah.
So we're going to get there.
However, those would be limited to just the weekends for us because of work and connectivity and all those things that we've already covered. But it would be great if boondocking is your thing. More power to you, and you have a rig that can support it. That's amazing. I mean, we would love to get there one day, but for this rig and our current situation, we're just not set up for it.
We're doing it step by step. So, okay, well, that's it. I wanted to give you our top 5 reasons of why we don't boondock, and hope you guys found it helpful. We will see you guys on the road, and see you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.